in the website, aside any other thing, you have to use the hex code or the RGB values. The RGB values, let's see how to generate them here. So let's say we'll choose the color like blue, BL. Oh, okay. Now we can use the hex code. We say hash, press on the shift key, and the number 3. That way hash 000 is the color code for black. So automatically VS Code has brought a black selector color icon. Then we'll close it. Okay. Control plus S to go and check something. Our H has become black in color. What about the color code for white? Hash FFF. Hash FFF. Hash FFF. That changed to white. Let's try and master at least 3 or something. Then, if you want to change it from RGB, just hover your mouse pointer on top of the selector, and when the selector can move your mouse pointer immediately inside, we can select a different place. Any new color beer, come and choose this selector to choose the new color of your choice. Move this pointer to the new place of your choice, and it will keep changing the hex code at the top there. See there, at the top here. But there is a way that you can change from hex code to something. So that when you hover your mouse pointer on top of the hex code at the top, click on it. It changes to HSL values. Yeah. Click on it again. Goes to WHB values. Again, I'm looking for RGB. I've just passed RGB. RGB values to signify the red, the green, and the blue that has been mixed to get that color combination. So RGB values are also there. You can also use RGB values to specify colors. Sometimes you just want to type, let's say hash FFF, so they can just get white. When white appears, then you hover your mouse pointer on top of the selector, then you move it to the new place of your choice, then you get a new color. And probably want to use it consistently throughout your website, then just copy it. Okay, yeah, copy it and then paste it in the new place of your choice, so that you'll now be using it throughout. Okay, and you can just over your mouse pointer on top of the selector, drag the selector to the whitish area, release it, and to apply there as white. Alright, so we have looked at CSS syntax, we've looked at selectors. As time goes on, we look at several ways to select items. What about if we have a class of a class inside? We experiment that. Okay, to select a class, CLASS. Let's say choice, CHOICE. We want to select this class item. We have talked about class in our previous videos, okay, now earlier classes. So to point towards this particular class, you don't want to mention the name of the div, because we are going to use div throughout. You just say div, you can cause a mess. Then you say dot, then you paste the name of the class there. Curly brace open, curly brace close. That's how to point towards a class. And if there are 2 classes here, let's say 2 classes or more, Control plus X, the dot, another. Let's paste this one inside there. For us to point this class and point this class, or point this particular, that's how to, to trace items. So sometimes you have to point the class, the outermost class that is inside what the parent or the eldermost div. Before you point the class of what the div that is what inside the first div, then now point the element that you want. You have to mention the name of the class that is outside and the inner class, followed by the item itself. So what do? We will say dot choice dot another, then we'll now say h1. Let's do it and see. So we have to what? Dot choice. That one we have what? Selected this class. And then we have to also select this one. What do? We have to go one space. Dot what? Another. This space again. And now what? Mention the name of the item that you are pointing. H1. And you leave some space. Then say that padding top should be what? Let's say 2000 pixels. Control plus X. That's disappeared though, because of the padding size I've given. What about 200 pixels? That's now come. Oh, what about, let's give like 500 pixels. That's even disappeared. That's entered this particular item. Reduce it down to 4. What about 300? That now comes more. Alright. or even 250, so that it can go to the top. Reduce it to 250 pixels. Let's go to the top small. That's how we can do it. Or even 100 pixels, so that it can what, give the top spacing of what, only 100 pixels. So that's how we can what also do for selecting things with CSS from HTML. We have looked at now there is one thing I didn't talk about. I was supposed to talk about this earlier on. Okay, that is the CSS types. How is that the only way we can link CSS? Is that the only way we can connect CSS to HTML? By we going to the head tag or head element, then we'll type LINK. Hit on the tab key to automatically complete. Then where it says href, you will type your style.css. But then is that the only way for it? No. Sometimes we have the inline and we have the what? The external CSS. So we have the internal CSS.